Prime Field.
Hey, welcome back, hoop heads! If you love blowouts, buzzer beaters, and transfer portal drama served hot, you're in the right place. This week, the defending champs roared, top programs bolstered their rosters, a few key injuries reshaped bracket projections, and the SEC suddenly looks like the place for chaos. Stick around. I've got quick hits, deep takes, and what each development means for the race to March. Let's jump in. Alright, start with the obvious. LSU showed up and showed out. 2 exhibition games, and the scores read like video game blowouts. 148-46 and 121-41. This wasn't a team tinkering. It was a full-throttle declaration that the roster built to win again is already clicking. The ball movement, the rotation depth, the way that the bench looked like a starting 5. And those are the scary details for anyone penciling in challengers. Kim Mulkey's line about depth and defensive energy? Spot on. If LSU keeps this chemistry, their biggest opponent this year might be the weight of expectations, not whoever's across the court. From a team that looks unbeatable in tune-ups, let's head west, where the Bruins are finalizing their opening night plans. Big moment for UCLA. November. 3 at home against San Diego State is locked in. It's more than a date on the calendar. It's opening night energy and a chance for the Bruins to set the tone. After a Sweet 16 run, with Corey Close's crew returning elite guard play and hungry wings, Pauly should be electric. Expect the game to be a measuring stick. Can UCLA translate last year's momentum into a statement against a tough non-conference foe? If Kiki Rice and the vets bring the same control they showed last season, the answer's probably yes. Speaking of big leagues and big questions, let's zoom out to the SEC. For a long time, the SEC belonged to South Carolina, but preseason chatter is different now. Parity is the headline. Texas, LSU, Tennessee, all presenting real threats. Texas has star power and returning scorers, LSU has championship grit, and Tennessee still brings front court size, even amid turbulence. The bottom line, conference play should be unpredictable. Upsets will matter, bubble teams will get bruised, and the road to the SEC crown won't be a straight line. That's great for viewers. More marquee matchups, more drama, more any given night basketball. Parity and roster juggling. Speaking of which, the portal reshaped some rosters this offseason. Portal season again proved it can tilt the balance. This week's rankings put UConn and LSU at the top of the winners list, and for good reason. UConn added guard depth to support big names like Azzi Fudd and Ice Brady, while LSU grabbed proven scorers who immediately fit Mulkey's system. The effect? The gap between blue bloods and the rest widens. Not just star power, but experienced plug-and-play talent that shortens the rebuild clock. If you're tracking contenders, those two just got scarier. But it's not all upgrades. Injuries can flip a narrative in a heartbeat. Columbia felt that this week. Tough blow for South Carolina. Chloe Kitts, a breakout interior presence, went down and the bracketologists adjusted quickly. Her rebounding and versatility inside were integral to the Gamecocks' identity, and losing that changes matchups and seeding math. This doesn't derail South Carolina's program, but it does force a shift in rotation and puts more pressure on younger bigs to step up. For rivals, it's a chance to close the gap. For the Gamecocks, it's about depth adaptation and managing expectations until she's back. Injuries also hit out west. UCLA had a personnel concern of their own. Bad timing for young Sienna Betts. The incoming 6'4" freshman, who is expected to add paint versatility, will miss the opener with a left leg injury from a closed scrimmage. It's not season-ending, which is the silver lining, but it forces Corey Close to adjust early. Expect smaller lineups and more guard-heavy minutes to start. That will test UCLA's rebounding and rim protection in the short term, but it also opens opportunities for other players to seize minutes and grow into the role. Depth will be the Bruins' friend here. While UCLA navigates injuries down in the Midwest, Iowa is quietly climbing the pecking order. With bad season gone, the question was whether Iowa could come back relevant nationally. The latest preseason bracketology says yes, a top 4 seed projection and growing confidence in Jan Jensen's roster. Their exhibition smash, which we'll get to in a minute, and balanced attack signal that this program isn't rebuilding, it's recalibrating. For recruits and national perception, being in the top seed conversation keeps Iowa in the spotlight and makes Big Ten nights must-watch TV. That exhibition you asked about? It's next. Iowa opened with a 104-63 exhibition win over Ashland, and the score tells a story. Rhythm, spacing, and new leaders emerging. Exhibition games don't carry rankings, but they do build confidence, and this one looked like a program on the move. Coach Jensen's comment about it being a perfect first step wasn't hyperbole. This outing could be the momentum spark that takes them deep into conference play. Keep an eye on how those early rotations settle when the Big Ten grind begins. From team wins to individual honors. Some players picked up preseason accolades this week. Kiki Rice keeps getting the national nods. She's on the Nancy Lieberman watch list as one of the country's top point guards. Last season, she was the Bruins' engine, tempo control, press breaking, clutch shot making. This recognition isn't just a trophy chase. It tells you UCLA's ceiling depends a lot on how Kiki performs. When she's on, UCLA is tough to slow down. When she's controlling the game, the whole team flows. And in the Big 12, Texas has a wing that's getting noticed as well. Madison Booker is building a resume, named to the Cheryl Miller Award watch list for top small forwards. She was a freshman breakout, averaging heavy minutes and reliable scoring. Her presence makes Texas a scoreboard threat every night and gives them a clear go-to option in close games. If Booker continues this trajectory, the Longhorns won't just be a conference problem, they'll be a national one. Not all headlines are positive. Some programs faced off-court turbulence this week. Tennessee made the tough call and dismissed Ruby Whitehorn after off-court incidents. Losing a projected starter for disciplinary reasons is a gut check for any program, especially as Tennessee tries to regain consistency. Her defensive versatility and in minutes will be missed, and the Vols now must redistribute responsibilities quickly. The coaching staff's message on standards is clear: accountability first. But the short-term competitive cost is undeniable. That covers the major headlines. Let's wrap this week up. Recap time. LSU looked championship ready in tune-ups. UConn and LSU strengthened via the portal. The SEC promises more parity than usual in roster moves. Both transfers and injuries are already reshaping bracket math. Standouts to track next week. LSU's rotation depth, Kiki Rice's leadership at UCLA, Madison Booker's consistency for Texas, and how South Carolina adjusts without Chloe Kitts. Which story hooked you most? LSU's blowouts, the portal shakeup, an injury that changes seeding, or Tennessee's roster news? Drop your pick in the comments below and tell me why. If you like this recap, smash that like button, subscribe for weekly breakdowns, and ring the bell so you don't miss next week's preview. I'll be back with more takes, more tape, and more inside angles. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Prime Field.